My mom was beaten to death by my dad when I was 4. Then my father. Just take it out on my head. Later, he was going to sell me to a fool in an electronics factory. My name is Bai Ningbing. I thought my life would end like this. Then I met Fang Yuan. He came into my life like a ray of light. I thought it was fate. Unexpectedly, fate never spared me. The first time I saw White Ice, I saw him covered in wounds, hiding in a corner, shivering. I can give you anything. Can you save me? And throw the cigarette on the ground. You look at me like a busybody. He left with a lonely expression. He came every month for the next few days, getting hit harder and harder. Even swollen, I can't see the original appearance. Later, to save him, I really gave him everything. The first time I saw Bai Ningbing, I really dislike it. All teenagers. How can it be so cool? It's like malnutrition. Before the wind blows, it will fall. The most annoying thing is that he is timid and cowardly. I'm always bullied by a few little girls at school. He was shivering under the corner. I don't even dare to resist. I can give you anything. Can you save me? The little girl's tears are falling, like a frightened deer. Something strange. He was afraid that the people at school who were a head shorter than me were not afraid of me riding a motorcycle with a cigarette in my mouth. For a lifetime. I'm not nosy. Don't wait for him to speak. I'm gone. I'm a punk. 16 years old because of lack of age and no serious job. Riding a motorcycle all day. Hidden in every corner of the town. Occasionally injustice. Run away. Living hard on Weibo's subsidies. So I'm not very nosy. Being nosy requires an economic foundation. I can't even control myself. How can you control others? But the white militia is very persistent. He showed up again the next day. I smoked half of it. See him suddenly. I was taken aback. He is more injured than yesterday. Yesterday, there was just a slap print on my face. His eyes are swollen, and he doesn't speak. Follow me shaggily. Carrying a battered school bag without saying a word. I ignored him. Said it was a slapstick at school. I can actually rush into school. Hit a bunch of little girls. Obviously, you can find a teacher to solve it. I don't know why he clings to me. And on the third day, he showed up. It's weird that I don't know what to do. Wherever I go, I always meet him. Every appearance of White Ice shocked me. I don't understand. Do schools ignore their students like this? Is the teacher blind? Can't you see he's being bullied on campus? He was beaten beyond recognition. What about his parents? The parents of such a young girl don't care. Day 4. Before I left, I kindly pointed to the police station on the corner. Remind him to call the police instead of looking for me. His face was badly swollen. The corners of the mouth are cracked. Listen to me. It's useless for him to raise his head silently. If the police are useless, then it seems that there is no way to find him. I thought so, and I left again. Day 5. I spent the day wandering the streets, smoked half a pack of cigarettes with a few friends. No white militia was seen all day. I thought he chose to call the police or go to the teacher. The matter has been resolved. So give up entanglement. I feel a little lost in my heart. It's been a long time since I felt needed. No one cares. No one cares. No one needs it. Die one day and probably no one cares. After 10 o'clock, I'm riding my bike ready to go home and sleep. When passing by a small dilapidated building in the slum of a small town, militia again. He knelt by the side of the road and threw up. I covered my stomach with my hands in pain and vomited for a while, falling down on the side of the road in like an abandoned stray dog in the sand. And somehow I was walking over and brought him home. My home is small. 1 bedroom and 1 living room add up to 70 or 80 square meters. The home is simple. It's the 70s and 80s style. Because living alone doesn't even have a human touch. Was the first person I brought home. He lay huddled up on the couch. Blood trickled down the corner of his mouth. Soaked old sofa cushions. I panicked and went to help him. I want to take him to the small clinic in town to have a look, but he kept shaking his head. I've been saying it for a long time, I'm used to it. Just slow down. That night, White froze and cried while sleeping. In the first half of the night, he can't wake up from his dream now. He had a high fever in the second half of the night. Swollen face, burning red. The whole person is like a stove. I'm afraid he'll die in my house. Take the towel and cool him down over and over again. Busy bankruptcy. He just got his fever down. Respiratory stability. The next morning, as soon as you open your eyes, I saw the white militia sitting hurriedly on the sofa, staring at the sofa cushion soaked in writing. Tears will not show, just a little blood. He seems to have made a big mistake. Don't wait for others to judge you. He sentenced himself to death. It's okay to wash. I yawned and got up. Don't care about the blood. It's not that I haven't seen it in fights in the past. Much better than that. It's even more sad now. I took care of him last night. I slept on the couch all night. Back pain all over the body. Watch me get up. I don't know which sensitive nerve by Ning being stimulated again. He rubbed to the ground. The shoes are too late to wear. Quickly roll the sofa cushion into your arms. Hug tightly, looking around at the faucet. And I looked back at him. He bowed his head in a guilty apology. I'm sorry. You saved my life. I'm going to get your stuff dirty. I'm going to wash you up. White Ice is very sensitive. A little thing made him a terrified bird. He's very careful when he talks. Like the next second I'll pick up a stick and hit him. This feeling is strange. It makes me feel a little sad. His eyes are getting redder and redder. I pointed to the bathroom. After a while, the sound of water came from the bathroom. This family actually has a hint of popularity because of school bullying. It's not weird anywhere, especially in such a small town that is not wealthy. Parents go out to work. Children lack discipline. The reasons why many children bully others, but because of boredom, the weaker side, because of weakness or lack of support, will continue to be affected. All kinds of bullying by the strong side. An insult, and it will be upgraded again and again over time. Wake up in the afternoon. The smell of rice in the room. I actually rarely cook at home. One is because the level is not good, and laziness. Just make do with it. I don't usually like to bother. The craftsmanship of white ice is good. It's a simple tofu soup, but he makes all the colors and flavors. I drank 2 bowls and went out on the pretext of After the motorcycle starts, I subconsciously looked back. The white militia stood at the window looking at me. He is very thin, can't even block half of the window. Obviously he has no expression, but in my eyes, it was as if he had been forsaken. I went to his primary school. Wait until school is over. Blocked at the school gate 5 days ago. Bullying his little sisters. The little sisters were stunned for a while when they saw me. Trembling, he asked me if I was okay. I threw a roll of plastic wrap on the ground. Several little sisters suddenly turned white and scary. Next time you bully the white militia, and you guys would walk from the end of the street wrapped around him. Remember? A few little sisters were trembling. Pick up the plastic wrap. Walk away quickly. I'm afraid I'll let them walk to the end of the street in a real wrap. See the white militia. That day, his clothes were stripped off by his little sister, wrapped in plastic wrap, and thrown outside school. Lots of people around. That was the first time I felt some girls are more mean than men. Men pursue a happy life. If you're not happy, do it. Forget it. But girls are different. Murder, rather than beating. They want to ruin each other's reputation. Bai Ningbing ran to school without recovering from her injuries. He said he would study hard. One day I must leave this town. My bitter smile. So unconscientious. I just helped him get ready to leave. But there's nothing wrong with thinking about him the other way around. The town is backward and crowded. Young people are tired. Who wouldn't want to leave? The matter of the little sister has been resolved. Bai Ningbing's life is back on track. I thought he wouldn't show up again. But I got home after 10 that night. Also fed into the yard. You can sleep by leaning on a chair. Just nodding white ice. My heart is suddenly softer. I thought he wouldn't come again. So I locked the door when I went out in the morning. He's back. The sound of motorcycles woke up the white militia. He opened his eyes in surprise. No, because the long-awaited mind is full of joy. I don't know what he's excited about. I don't think I'm a good person. Who has a good family that leaves school early to be a gangster? Since he wants to study hard and leave the town. You should avoid me and open the lock a little coldly. After entering the door, I found that he had been standing at the door. Dare not step in. The joy just now is not there. Instead, a nervous face. A pair of small hands clenched into a ball. He must be afraid of me too. If you're so afraid of me, don't look for me again. Moonlight is bleak. The plane trees in the yard rustled. The mottled tree shadows fell behind Bai Ningbing. No beauty. The outline of his face reflects the swelling of his face. I'm not afraid of you. I'm afraid you won't be happy to see me. I went back to the door. Raise your finger on the door frame and look down at him. So what do you want me to help you with this time? Bai Ningbing raised his head. Look at me very seriously. Can you take me in? I can cook and do laundry for you. Do anything for a moment. The voices around seemed to be silent. I stared at the white militia. He kept insisting that anything would do. What does he have? Skinny looking. A poor student. Nothing. Just a pair of frightened eyes like a deer. I laughed sarcastically. I really want to be sarcastic about it. But look at his eyes getting redder and redder. I can't say anything bad. And I said, every time I think about it, I'm so glad I said yes. Instead of indifference pushing him into the pit again, the arrival of white ice changed my life. 3 meals a day, he makes simple and delicious. No matter how late, he would sit by the lamp and wait for me, even if it's too late. Bai Ningbing is being obedient is a bit outrageous. I have seen many girls outside of school. They are flamboyant and lively. It's annoying. With a breath of anger, a unique anger that belongs to this age. But the white militia only knows how to work hard or do homework, quiet as if there was no one in the house. He seems to be deliberately hiding his breath, like a weak animal, for fear of being eaten. So deliberately reduce your presence. The girl next door is about the age of a white militia. A long time ago, I once heard that little girl's crooked cries. Because the finger was stuck in the sawdust vine. Keep crying. When the mother coaxes the little girl, the more she cries, the more she gets excited. The white militia. He's too quiet. His cry was silent. The night I found him on the side of the road, he has been running a high fever. While he was asleep, I opened his mouth. There is a piece of flesh and blood, like a fist in the face. Cracked teeth. A light chopstick around his neck. One piece. Gray school uniforms with looming angles. Someone kicked him in the stomach. That's why he threw up on the side of the road. But even then, he didn't cry out a word of pain. Just lying on the side of the road waiting to die. None of us mentioned what happened that day. White militia doesn't want to say, I don't have a hobby of taking people's scars. After all, those little sisters dare not bully her in the future. I lived like this for a month. A warm weekend. I thought I had entered the wrong house. A little girl with a normal face. Sitting quietly in the sun and writing. Seriously looking sideways at the desk, one stroke at a time. I just found out, I have no idea what Bai Ningbing looks like. It seems that from the first day I saw her, that's what she looked like after being beaten. I always thought she was an ugly girl. It turns out that he looked so good without injury. Peaceful life. It was broken more than 2 months later. I came back late. When I got home, I found that the glass in the house had been smashed. The door was also broken. The tables and chairs are tilted to the ground. Where is the shadow of white ice? The silence in the room was too quiet for a while. Even the occasional dripping sound of the faucet in the kitchen, all heard clearly. I didn't have time to pack, so I ran to the motorcycle. At that moment, all I could think about was white Ningbing. The boy next door showed his head on the wall. I'm sorry. My mom said, a couple smashed the glass of your house in the afternoon, pulled the little girl away. And they were cursing a lot. My mom didn't dress up at home. I got to the voice, riding out of the yard on a motorcycle. The town at night has no nightlife. All of them will go home after work. Few people linger on the street. Small traders and hawkers are rare. I walk aimlessly. I don't even know where Bai Ningbing's home is. He didn't say, I didn't ask. I don't seem to know the first thing about him. But fate is a wonderful thing. It seems that from the first time he found the internet, we can always meet easily. Many years later, the white militia said it was redemption. It is God's redemption for him. Dare to mention school to Lao Tzu again? Lao Tzu beat you to death. Your dad is also for your own good. What do girls go to school at home? What's the use of going to school? In the end, it's not about finding someone to marry. How hard is it to get into an electronics factory? Your dad has a big relationship. Make an exception. Change the date on your ID card for you. Your dad treated people to several meals. Spend hundreds of dollars. Be obedient and don't make trouble with your dad. The bastard dares to shake his head. You're a bitch like your short-lived mother. Today I will break the bones of your life. A middle-aged man was holding a stick in his hand. Hit Bai Ningbing hard. The woman next to her said it nicely. But I didn't mean to stop the man at all. What about white ice? Let them fight with expressionless faces. Standing still. Can't even hide. Small broken building. Every now and then someone stands in a dark corner and takes a look. Only one head is exposed, but everyone is numb. No one shouted or came down to stop. The whole street. Men's Trojan horse only and sticks. The sound of hitting him again and again. I clenched the handle of the motorcycle. Blast the throttle to the maximum. With fierce eyes, he rushed towards the man. Bai Ningbing turned his head blankly to see the effect. After being stunned for a while, tears fell like rain. The woman pulls the man away. Curse me for being crazy. I got out of the car and picked up a stout stick. I smashed it without thinking. You little bastard are courting man with a stick, man with a club. The woman stopped and cursed me for being cruel. I'm more flexible than older men. After a while, he fell behind. The woman went from cursing to crying. Shout out to kill. Have someone call the police. Bai Ningbing stood there dumbfounded the whole time. Like stupid. We were taken back to the police station in the early morning. The police station in the small town only has 2 or 3 police officers. A younger cop yawned. Asked me why I fight. I said he smashed my house. The police took notes. I asked the man why he smashed my house. The man covers his bleeding head, staring at me viciously. This bastard has my daughter. My daughter was ruined by this bastard in the first year of junior high school. I should kill him. There is such a father in the world. To abate their guilt. Even my daughter's innocence can be slandered casually. The police officer looked at me unknowingly. Tell me about it. Why bother with other people's daughters? Bai Ningbing sat on an iron chair in the lobby of the police station. The pale light is above his head. There is no visible wound on his face, but my body kept shaking. They were hitting him with sticks. He's in pain. The woman sat beside him, pretending to be ginger, but kept pressing his arm to keep him from talking nonsense. The periphery of his eyes has been biased. Everyone knows. Bai Ningbing's words are very important. Fighting is punished by law and order. Apparently his parents didn't want to pay the money. One actually tried to put the blame on me. I had no way of making money. A few $100. Enough for me to drink white ice for a month's living expenses. If it were before, I would probably argue with reason. Even if you mess around, I won't let the money fall on me. But looking at Bai Ningbing today, I can't say it. For these hundreds of dollars, this man might kill him. I didn't say it. Bai Ningbing stood up, looking at the police in tears. He left me alone. My dad beats me all day. He took it in because I was pitiful. I didn't have sex with him. The woman stood up abruptly. Slap it hard. Crazy girl. Level, you are talking nonsense. Bai Ningbing knelt on the ground, pale. The slap print on the face is shocking. Looking stubbornly at the police. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. He moves fast. Not even a woman can bend down to stop. He lifted his shirt. Thin bone links to his body, covered with fuchsia marks. Intricate. Very harmful. Bai Ningbing said, this is the first time he has resisted in more than a decade. Although failed. The police were shocked. Just yawned. This will all cheer up. Men change faces very quickly. Sweep away the hard air just start crying. Police comrade. I don't want to hit him either. I'm the only daughter. But he doesn't study hard. All day I want to be with the gangsters. I'm in a hurry too. Women are also excited, sitting on the ground crying. Who doesn't beat their children? You can't win if you don't fight. The child is not sensible and will not listen. When leaving the police station, after 4 a.m., Bai's parents started crying. The police issued a $200 ticket. After paying the money, we were let out of the police station. Nodded and bowed at the police. Repeatedly promised to educate Bai Ningbing well in the future. Don't do it again. The police gave a few more instructions. I didn't say anything. Staring at the white militia. Start with the police saying that spanking children should be moderate. There is no light in his eyes. The whole person is like a walking deadboard, being dragged away by men step by step with guns, until the figure gets farther and farther away. The interrogating cop just handed me a cigarette. Boy, I advise you to leave their family alone. This family is complicated. You can't control him. I just found out that day when Bai froze ice and begged me to save him. I'm not referring to the little girl at school at all. The police said they knew about the domestic violence he suffered. Some slums are not all bad people. Someone heard the sound of a stick after midnight. Can't help but call the police. But when the police arrived at their house, the sticks were gone. Child is asleep. The couple is always crying and fussing. Although they are police, but not omnipotent. Domestic violence has serious defining criteria. Bai Ningbing's injuries were terrifying. You really went to the hospital for identification. Maybe not even a minor injury. At the police station, his parents would stop, but after going back, who knew that crazy couple? Will it get worse? Some people are born in misery. He can't save himself. No one else can save him. I saw Bai Ningbing again half a month later. This time, I took the initiative to find him. I blocked him at the gate of number 1 middle school. He had a mask on his face. The whole person walked forward in a daze. The motorcycle stopped in front of him. He just looked up to see me get in the car. I thought he would get in the car as neatly as ever. He didn't. He looked at me and shook his head, a dead note in both eyes. Not a word. Confrontation for a few minutes. He won't let go. I can't wait. I got out of the car and picked him up in the back seat, but not for half a month. He's even lighter. I brought the ice cream home. There was a plate of dumplings on the table. I asked him if he was hungry. He didn't answer. I put it in the pan and fried it, pushed in front of him again. Eat. Let's talk when we're full. Bai Ningbing has not taken off the mask. He stared at the dumplings. Tears are falling. Finally, lying on the table in tears. Don't look for me again. I am an unfortunate person. Whoever gets close to me will be unlucky. I'm sorry I shouldn't have found you. No one can help me at all. Helping me will only hurt you. I don't comfort people. I'm used to living alone. No matter how sad you are, you will die in the depression again and again. These complex emotions are long gone. I moved the stool and sat next to Bai Bingbing. Pat him lightly on the back. It took him a long time to calm down. Started talking about his past. Bai Ningbing's childhood was miserable. Beaten from childhood to adulthood. As long as the injury on the body heals, it will be beating has been the main theme of his life for the past 10 years. When younger. I don't even know why I was beaten. He said it was probably because his mother was going to be beaten. So he's going to be beaten too. The father of the white-collar soldier is a rascal. When I was young, I was a thug with the big brother of society. If you don't have other skills, you will fight people all over the place. It's not easy to follow Big Brother. Not much money. You make a mistake, you get a good beating. The mother of the white-collar soldier is the girl in the shampoo. Because my family was poor, I entered society. I went to the shampoo room if I didn't make money at my serious job. When a man and a woman meet, there seems to be nothing to say. Gangster, go wash your hair. Met a beautiful shampoo girl. One after another, two people have a relationship. I spent dozens of dollars on a girl. Then it got out of hand. The two of them didn't even have a wedding. Cao got the certificate. Married life is not good. It was a passionate marriage. Getting married and finding that nothing fits. The two began to quarrel again. Every time I get beaten outside, no one in the White House fits. They took it out on the mother of the white militia. The mother of the white militia went from rebellion to just a short pregnancy. October, the day the white militia was born. His father suffered. Came home, drank again, beat his mother. The mother who was about to give birth had a lot of trouble. She gave birth to him, and then his nightmares began. Other children grow up breastfeeding. If you don't have breast milk, you can also drink some milk powder. But Bai Ningbing didn't grow up drinking rice water. So you lose weight when you are young, not in good health. A little bit bigger. NC Black starts a lot. All evil forces have been dealt with. His father became unemployed. Days without money. Hit a woman became the only way for him to display his dignity as a man. 2 or 3-year-old white militia. For fear of crying at the top of my voice, he just took his little body and fell out. Again and again. The white militia stopped crying. His mother told the white militia, next time you don't cry. Find a place to hide. Otherwise, you will be killed. Later, no matter how hard his father beat his mother, Bai Ningbing stopped crying, hiding behind the old kitchen, covering her mouth and crying, but dare not make a sound. Bai Ningbing's mother died when Bai Ningbing was 8 years old. His dad drank too much, a bit heavy. Punched in the fucking temple. Killed on the spot. For fear of suspicion, he sold his mother the lotus leaves. We didn't even have a funeral. That's how it is in a small town. Everyone is poor. I didn't read any books. In the spirit of doing more than less. Even if you know there are 7 orifices, no one to ask questions. After all, I have to live in this town for the rest of my life. No one wants to offend a lunatic. After Bai Ningbing's mother died, and it fell on him. The school has to pay tuition. The school needs to buy school uniforms, living expenses. He's going to be beaten for these things. Whenever he opens his mouth, he will be beaten. As time went by, the white-collar soldiers became more and more silent. Don't like to talk and dare not talk. But his silence didn't improve his life. Instead, it got worse. When he got home, his father beat him. School is not his refuge. Those students all know how to read words and colors. There's a hole in his shirt. Kiki smiled and called him a beggar. Hair not washed. His deskmate went around saying he smelled bad. Someone in the class lost something. Everyone looked at him in unison. White militia, on days like this. January 1st was a difficult day to live. He always looks forward to the day when he will be well in the future, study well, and get into a good school. Leaving this place is what keeps him going. But God was always hard on him. His father married his stepmother. The stepmother is a terrible woman. This woman is always understanding. Behind his back, he encouraged Bai Ningbing's father to beat him. Bai Ningbing said that her stepmother always wanted a child. But my father has no money to support him. So the stepmother always wants to freeze to death. He thought as long as the white militia were dead, he can have children of his own. Recently, he has come up with a new idea. Don't let the white militia die. Let the white militia drop out of school and work to earn money to support them. The white militia is unwilling. Learning is the only way for him to leave. He didn't want to give up. After encountering countless times after the inhumane abuse, he came to me cornered. Bai Ningbing said, the day I found him, his father hit him in the stomach with a brick. His internal organs are about to spit out. Without me, he might have died that day. Bai Ningbing also said it would be good if he died on that day. But I showed up. Live with me. I read for you. Bai Ningbing looked up at me in disbelief. Eyes are full of tears. It wasn't an easy decision for me. I have no sources of employment. My stipend has also been announced, but I couldn't bear to save him. Push him back. I gently took off the white ice mask. There was a scary crack in the corner of his mouth. He covered his mouth in panic. Eyes keep shedding tears. Whispered, don't look. From that moment on, pain gushed out of the chest. I hugged him tightly and studied hard. You will leave sooner or later. Bai Ningbing cried for a long time that day. This is the first time I heard him howl and cry. I didn't suppress myself. Have a good cry. It's not easy to let the white ice stay. Bai Dayong has no source of livelihood now. He put all his hopes in vain. Frozen. He conferred with the owner of the electronics factory, changed the age on the white militia ID let the white militia work and make money. Wait until the white militia gets big. The fool who married the owner of an electronics factory, the owner of the electronics factory will give a considerable bride price. For Bai Daiyong, Bai Ningbing's continued education is his burden. Sell him and pay back the money once and for all. The 10th day, Bai Ningbing moved into my house. Bai Daiyong came to the door with an iron rod. It was daylight. Coincidentally, Bai Ningbing is these days at home for school. In order to wait for Bai Daiyong, I waited at home every day with a few brothers, just waiting for him to come. Bai Daiyong is a gambler. I always want to turn over overnight, so I live in the gambling room day and night. I've probably been gambling a few days ago. So he didn't notice that the white militia wasn't home. Now the money is gone. I just remembered selling my daughter. After 1 p.m., I heard the clanging in the yard. He kicked in the door and yelled at the bastard. I exchanged glances with my brothers, lurking around the door with a stick. Bai Daiyong drank wine, stumbling. He smashed my newly installed glass with a stick. Kicked my motorcycle crooked again. Smash while walking. Make a loud noise. Until I entered the house. My brothers and I pounced on it. A flurry of punches and kicks. Bai Daiyong screamed. I held a stick against his neck. Tell him, even if I killed him today, it was in self-defense. Everyone can testify. What's more, I'm underage. Bai Daiyong drank too much, but he's not stupid. He came all the way as a thug. He knows that young people are the most loyal. The older you get, the more afraid you are. And don't expect me to pay you. He will stay here in the future. From now on, I will pay his tuition. Don't worry about it anymore, but you are not allowed to make up his mind. Otherwise, I will definitely kill Bai Daiyong next time. Let's move the real thing. He was afraid to die to make money for the white militia. Finally, I got out of the relationship. Changed the date of the ID card. I learned this method from Bai Daiyong, and then I got a job fixing cars. I know a little bit because I like cars. And it worked really well. 4,000 yuan a month's salary. Save money. Enough for Bai Ningbing to study. Bai Ningbing spends very little money. Basically no money except for tuition. They laughed at him for not buying clothes. Wearing school uniforms every day. One pair of shoes all year round. The colors have changed. Salary received in the first month. I bought Bai Ningbing a new dress and a pair of shoes. Bai Ningbing smiled like a child while holding the clothes. It was the first time I met him. It looks good to smile, like a fresh flower. Shy and charming. In the second year of junior high school, made of white ice, I've moved down the grade scale to the top 50. It's a counterattack. The day you get the ranking, the white-collar soldier hugged me for the first time, and I came home from my car. Dirty all over. But he threw himself into my arms without hesitation, and for the first time I felt relief. Bai Ningbing's third birthday. I went to the cake shop and ordered a pig's cake. I hope you have a full meal in the future. Fat into a little pig. Joy and peace. Lights out in the room. Only one candle was lit. Faint candlelight. I can't see Bai Ningbing's expression clearly. He seems to be crying again. Thank you. I raised my hand and rubbed my white and icy hair. He always does that. Sensible and obedient. The monthly living expenses for him. He always saves more than half. Or buy me clothes. Or buy me protective gear. He doesn't talk much. The most sad thing is that I don't want to be a burden to you. The white-collar soldiers did very well in the high school entrance examination. High school in the county seat. Tuition is higher. Also increased the cost of accommodation. The white militia were even more silent those days. He thought about it for a few days and came to me and said, "Thank you." I thought about it for a few days. High school is the same everywhere. As long as I study hard. The college entrance examination will also give you don't have to go to a key high school. He was squatting next to the car as he said this. I'm lying under the car to fix the car. Take a screwdriver and screw the last screw. Put the hand hammer on both sides and rest for a while. Bai Ningbing took out a handkerchief. I struggled to put my hands under the car to wipe my sweat. Eyes full of pain. There is more and more life in the store recently. I have something to do and I won't go back until the early morning. Bai Ningbing thinks the reason why I'm so busy to raise money for his tuition. His sensitivity and inferiority tortured him late at night. You blame it on yourself. The first time something goes wrong, he thought about giving up. This is probably a common problem that no one loves. Never felt love. In order to strive for love, you can only lower yourself again. I hope that by wronging myself, gain approval from others. To prove that he is not a burden. Under the bright and dim light of Bai Ningbing, his big eyes are twinkling. You know the key high school. How different is it from a normal high school? Key high school, 200 students a year can cross the line. Ordinary high school only has the first few students. Others spend money. We must strive to send our children to key high schools. Since you passed the exam, why did you give up so easily? The white-collar soldier bit his lip and spoke. Go to school with peace of mind. I recently got a raise. No shortage of money. The white-collar soldier was a freshman in high school at the age of 16. Their school is very strict. Take a vacation every 2 weeks. During the holiday, I'll ride my motorcycle to the county seat to pick him up and while waiting outside the school, I always get the first glimpse of the white militia. It's not that I have good eyes, it's that he's too ordinary. In the midst of a crowd of beautifully dressed girls, he was wearing shabby school clothes. I walk alone with my suitcase. I bought him new clothes more than once, but he never wears them. He said he was different from the others. He doesn't have time to focus on his appearance. I don't have the capital to flaunt. This school uniform can remind him every day. Now it's not easy to come by. He should put all his mind on his studies. So many times, so I went with him. I got out of the car to meet him and saw me coming. And there was light in his eyes, dragging my luggage towards me without hesitation. They're waving and calling my name. I think I am happy. I lived alone for a few years. I thought I would be alone forever. But someone still broke into my life. Although it is a little harder than before. But the taste of being accompanied is good. Make people happy. You go to high school. Bai Ningbing's academic performance is getting better and better. He was in the top 10 of his grade. This means that if nothing else happens, 1 year later, he could get into a really good university. Bai Ningbing weekend break, just in time for my break. I accompanied Bai Ningbing to sit on the balcony and bask in the sun. Feng Yuan, you never said. Why are you alone? I want to find a topic to avoid. But Bai Ningbing is very persistent. He took my hand and looked at me tenderly. That's not fair. You know all my embarrassment. I know nothing about you. Sunshine is good, falling through the glass on the white ice. He is quiet and beautiful. In this world, if there is someone I can't bear to deceive, it must be white ice. I'm different from Bai Ningbing. I never met my parents. I was an orphan. They gave birth to me. Then he abandoned me. Orphanages in small places are not good because it is a welfare institution. No financial support. You can't even get enough to eat. Accumulate a full meal, a dress for a dozen children, wear on wheels, barely alive. I was lucky. Adopted by my grandmother at the age of 4. His children died in one night. Husband also died. He is afraid of being alone, so they adopted me. Grandma was very kind to me. He is an old teacher. You have literacy. You have retirement benefits. My life is getting better. It's just that grandma's health is not good. I have to be hospitalized every now and then, especially after I turned 10. He spent more and more time in the hospital. He often looks at me crying at night. He was worried that when he died, I would be sent back to the orphanage. Grandma said the first time she saw me at the orphanage. I'm wearing a big t-shirt. There are holes in the front and rear of the hem of the clothes is dirty, because I often don't have enough to eat. Skinny as a bone. His eyes were looking at him expectantly. Although only a 4-year-old child, still know to get out of there. May be redeemed. So I really hope that someone can take me away. Can't express. I can only look at him with grievances. He was so sad. I worked so hard to treat my grandmother. I've seen him many times. He survived with great determination. Grandma said that, Grandma Xiao Yuan, no matter what, you have to stick to it until you are an adult. I believed my grandma was my everything. How can I not believe what he said? But he said so. But made a will early. The house in the county seat belongs to the unit. If he dies, take him back. He also has a house in town. He has no family. The beneficiary of the will wrote that I also have a bank book. He lived frugally for many years, saved tens of thousands of dollars. He said it should be enough to get me through college. Tuition is available, but there are also living expenses. Grandma is worried again. He heard about the public training system out of nowhere. There can be a subsidy. The school has hired old teachers to give lectures. He pulled out the oxygen in a wheelchair and breastfed. Milk is a very serious person. A month of lectures, 7 or 8 hours a day. He was wearing that shaky body. Still persevered until the last day. He was relieved to die outside the classroom. The school sent someone to send tens of thousands of dollars. It's grandma's subsidy. School people say, Teacher G dedicated his life to teaching. I finally want to take advantage of it once, or trade your life. After grandma died, the local welfare agency came to the door. I'm a minor. They want to send me back to the orphanage. I ran away overnight. I don't want to go back to that place. Fortunately, there's a house my grandma left me in town. Because of height, she's grown up. No one cares about my age. I just can't go to school anymore. I bought a motorcycle. Take a bike ride outside the school every month. Yeah, school. My heart is yearning for the orphanage. I am resistant when two things are out of balance. I gave up. Encountered the white militia. Why not make a dream come true? I'm not a nosy person. Have a hard time. So it's hard to think about what you could do for someone else. But life is amazing. Grandma, when I needed to be rescued, like a ray of light illuminating my life. After the cycle, I have finally become a light, illuminated the white ice. Bai Ningbing suddenly threw herself into my arms, lying on my shoulder, rubbing his chin against my clothes. Small channel circle. Do you remember when I said that as long as you save me, can I give you anything? And I did. He patted his back lightly. Wait for me. Wait until I get into college. I'll take you away. I will marry you when I graduate. Birds chirping outside the window. It's noisy, but very angry. I tilted my head to look out the window. I saw my grandmother smiling and waving at me. Go further and further. My relationship with Bai Ningbing has changed slightly. Wonderful change. Every time I come back, he will happily throw himself into my arms. Love to hold me when you come home. As the college entrance examination approaches, white-collar soldiers have told me more than once he'll be able to take me away soon. Our new life is about to begin. I smiled and stroked his hair. Tell him I've saved some money over the years too. Wait until you go to a new place. I run my own garage. We will get better and better. I've even sold the house in contact. Grandma is gone. I am also an adult. You don't have to bind yourself to this place anymore. I finally have the right to choose my own life. As if we thought, when the good life is in front of you, Bai Dayong has appeared again. He lost a lot of money. Not only is the money lost, his wife was sold by him, but still not enough, and a huge gambling debt. He thought of the white militia again. Bai Dayong's noisy school. He went crazy at school, pulling the hair of the white militia. Hit the ground again and again. Call him a bitch? As heartless as a bitch. He has long been married to a fool. Received the bride price, but disliked the fool and ran away. High school years. Bai Ningbing's personality has changed a lot. New environment, new students. No one knows his past. He got good grades. Everyone is kind to him. But this friendliness is all superficial. When this appearance is broken, bloody humanity still can't bear to look directly. Bai Dayong was driven away by security guards after making a scene. The white-collar soldiers were left behind. He sat on the ground in horror, watching everyone point at him. There are even former friendly male classmates. Ask him maliciously, have you slept with a fool long ago? The man who comes to pick you up all day. Did you find a good friend outside? Do you dislike fools for cuckolding him? There are also female classmates who you didn't know before. Found white. The relationship between Ningbing and me is not all day. At first glance, it is a good friend found outside. Maybe I took care of Bai Ningbing. Otherwise, it was me and Bai Ningbing who partnered together to cheat. Bai Ningbing was powerless to refuse. He can't speak. Years of domestic violence have long since stripped him of his dignity. Just a few short years. Built self-esteem is not strong. With the appearance of Bai Daiyong, easily scattered. Bai Daiyong is a lunatic, being dragged out of the building by security guards. It is said that Bai Ningbing's mother is a shampoo girl. People can be convinced Bai Ningbing might not be his daughter at all. He raised a daughter for another man for so many years. He spent 8 lifetimes, cursed Bai Ningbing to die. It is said that Bai Ningbing is an evil star. It cost him his life. Those ugly and coarse words. I was attacked in broad daylight. They angered Bai Ningbing without mercy, said his books were all in the dog's belly. Ungrateful. Poplar. No matter how much you read, you are a scum. When I went to pick up the white soldiers, it was 2 weeks later. Motorcycle parked outside school. A lot of people are looking at me. I didn't notice not reading. Only looking for Bai Ningbing. He seems to have lost weight again. Wearing short sleeves, carrying a big suitcase. The college entrance examination is in 2 weeks. It's time to pack up. I smiled and went up to take the suitcase. Seeing me, Bai Ningbing smiled. He smiled happily, with a sense of relief. What's the matter? Bai Ningbing shook his head. Under the gaze of the crowd. He's in the back seat. Reach out and hold me. The whole face is stuck to the back. Fang Yuan, we can leave soon. Yeah, 2 weeks later. The college entrance examination holiday is 2 months. Bai Ningbing said he wanted to eat hot pot. He has always been afraid of spicy food. That day, he ordered the spiciest pan. My mouth is swollen. I poured him water, cup by cup. He said spicy is pain. It can be addictive. He said that he likes spicy food because he thought he was miserable. So I never eat spicy food. But I didn't know until I ate it today. Self-abuse is addictive. That's a strange thing to say. I don't understand. Thinking of him reading more. It always makes sense. He smiled and said he would like to come again next time. Bai Ningbing smiled. Neither agreed nor refused. Come home at night. Bai Ningbing took a shower and crawled into my bed. He always believed in me, but I'm already 20 years old. I sigh. Touched his hair. Or distance yourself from him. The white militia suddenly spoke. Do you dislike me in a flat voice? I shake my head and get closer to him. How could I dislike you? You are the best girl in my heart. We will be together forever. But I'm not the best girl. My mom is a shampoo girl. My dad is a gambler. The child born to such a man and woman. How can she be a good girl? I thought white-collar soldiers were competing for love. I'm about to leave, but I start thinking wildly. I can't help but take him into my arms. Don't talk nonsense. Those things are not your fault. It's all over. We can leave soon. Waiting for a new place. We can start over. No one knows those things anymore. Our future will be happy. Bai Ningbing hugged more and more tightly. I also responded to him gently, so I didn't notice his deathly eyes in the dark. If I look down, maybe you find that there's no light in his eyes. Back to school on Sunday afternoon. Bai Ningbing has resumed its former appearance. For the first time, he wore what I bought for him before. Plaid short sleeves, long hair at the shoulders, very clean and beautiful. Fang Yuan's living expenses are too much. 2 weeks left. I have enough money in the meal card and put it with you. Pay back tuition. I took the card naturally. Send him off as usual. The white militia hugged me tightly along the way, face on my back. The weather is hot, but I felt a momentary dampness in my back. I rode for more than half an hour to get to school. Many students are returning to school with their luggage. Usually at this time, the white militia always comes to mind like an arrow. He's going to share the shit with the girl he sleeps with. It doesn't taste good when it's cold, so you go really fast. But today he doesn't seem to be in a hurry, looking at me reluctantly. He threw himself into my arms several times and said he was so anxious. I want to get out of here soon. I touched his back to comfort him soon. He looked up again and asked me childishly, "Can you give me a kiss?" I looked around at the people. Everybody's doing their thing. No one seems to notice us either. Under Bai Ningbing's expectant gaze, I shyly lowered my head and kissed her forehead. Bai Ningbing cried. She said it was the first time I had kissed her. I laughed and said, "Fool. There will be countless times in the future." She kept talking about it countless times. Walking slowly to school. I looked at his back. Helpless smile, silly girl. The waist length in the days to come. Of course there will be countless times. 2 weeks went by quickly. The house has found a suitable buyer. The price is right. The physical, complete set of equipment is inconvenient to take away. It was also given to the buyer together. The college entrance examination room was divided into his school. To relax him. I drop him off early every morning, pick him up in the afternoon. He played steadily the first 2 days. The third day is only half a day for the exam. I was going to pick him up on my motorcycle at 10 o'clock. But there was an activation at the garage. I can't help it. I can only fix it ASAP. Try to pick him up as early as possible. I sent a message to Bai Ningbing before the car was repaired. Said it was urgent. Wait for me. There's something wrong with the engine of this car. I'm lying under the car and I'm rushing to fix it. Because of the hurry, the speed is much faster than usual. Soon I was sweating profusely. It's almost 12 o'clock. It's at least half an hour away from being repaired. I'm getting more and more anxious, but there is no way. It was finally fixed at 12:40. It's too late to change clothes. I got on my motorcycle and hurried across the line. By the time I got to school, it was already past 1 o'clock. I thought there was no one at the school gate long ago. Unexpectedly full of people. People keep pushing into the school. There are also people who keep urging to hurry up. You can't see it if you're late. I stopped the car, searching for the white militia, but there is no shadow of him. The phone rang. I pulled out my phone. It's Bai Ningbing's message. Square, I really tried my best to be away from you for so long. I thought I could finally get rid of it. But no. I can hide for years, but not forever. As long as I have his blood on me. He will never let me go. I've thought about it. I signed up for a school in the South. It's like spring all year round. We made our home there. Start a new life. I clearly have it all figured out, but why don't they let me go? Fang Yuan, get out of here. Go to a new place and start your new life. I can't go on with you. I was covered in dirt. Shouldn't implicate you. See you again in the next life. I must be clean. It was crowded. Noisy. I'm like being shrouded in glass. Can't hear anything. I couldn't breathe. And I went crazy and I squeezed into the crowd and I ran into the school. The teaching building was packed with people dozens of meters away. But no one came forward. Bai Ningbing was wearing that plaid short sleeve, standing alone in the teaching building. He kept looking up at the sky. I couldn't see his face. White ice fear of heights never dared to stand high. The teaching building is not on the 8th floor. He jumped without thinking. He was so tiny. It hurts to fall, right? Look at them screaming back. For fear that he would fall and hit them. Only I ran to him across the crowd and said yes. We will be together for a lifetime. How could he have left me? White frozen hit me hard. We fell to the ground together. And everything was quiet. The world is clean. Little girl, why don't you cry in pain? Bai Ningbing smiled so much that he would be beaten to death if he cried out in pain. Girl won't. Let me know if it hurts in the future. I won't hit you. I will only love you. The text has ended. Fang Yuan reminds you that what follows is an extra event. The first time I saw Fang Yuan, he beat away a bully. Obviously, he doesn't look very good. But I don't think he's bad. Turns out he's really not bad. A few years with Fang Yuan. It was the best time of my life. He clumsily tried to love me. Take care of my sensitive and inferiority complex. Obviously, he himself is in need of redemption. But first, turn yourself into light. Warm, I once imagined our future. Many years later, we are in a strange city. Start a new life. Get married and have children. There is a cute child. Fang Yuan will love our children very much. He would make a great father. Give me and my children a warm home. It's been 5 years since I left that house. The dream I've been having. But the dream eventually goes blind. It's time to wake up. Bai Dayong appeared. I have imagined the scene of his appearance countless times. If after many, many years, when I'm older and have more options, can I face it calmly? He appeared so early. Appear in, I have no choice. When I can't face it, those insulting words are like a thorn. Hit my heart hard. I'm still so fragile. Vulnerable. You think of these insults. One day in the future, I will also bring it to Fang Yuan. Bring it to our children. I didn't have the strength to go on. Bai Dayong hit me hard on the head. The buzzing sound of hitting the ground. I even looked forward to. He just fell and killed me. I'm really tired. But every time he didn't kill. Because I'm still useful. He received a bride price from the owner of the electronics factory, waiting to give me to a fool. Take the money and find it. Vicious words came into my ears over and over again. Bai Ningbing, as long as you live, even if you run to the horizon, I can find you. You can only marry that fool. Lao Tzu is especially on the belt. If you don't pay, you will die. You don't make me happy. I will kill that little white face first. It's dead anyway. It's not a loss to pull a few more fathers. I heard that in order to send you to school, that little white face gets up early and is greedy for Baning's disease. Are you willing to let him die before you? You are just like your mother. I can't bear it. Just die. How can you bear to implicate them? Since living on campus, the listing gives me 1,000 yuan a month for living expenses. He was frugal. Break a penny in half. I was thinking of saving some money. I will go to a new city in the future. I can live better. Not available today. I put all my money in a card. 20,000 little more. I owe my listing so much. Can't get pregnant in this life. Pay it back in another life. After the college entrance examination, Bai Dayong came to school with a fool. Dirty clothes for fools. He pointed at me with a grin and called his wife. All the students look at Bai Dayong. Push him hard in front of me. Fool, why don't you take your wife home quickly when you find her? Save it and run away again. See where you can find such a beautiful daughter-in-law. Fools are stupid. But also understand, he held me tight. Hugging my bones hurts. Pout and kiss my face. The students burst into laughter. Fools laugh with them. At that moment, my heart died. Never pay attention. I pushed the fool away and ran upstairs. I walked down the survival corridor and soon made it to the roof. The moon and the sun are high. Hanging high above your head, I take a deep breath. Deep inhalation is a relaxation like never before. I raise my hands to embrace the sun. Fell from the roof. Fang Yuan is wearing dirty clothes. Run out of the crowd. He had motor oil on his face. And in my eyes, he is the most beautiful person in the world. Everyone is stepping back. Only he is running forward. I jumped off the roof. Jumped into my lover's arms. The book that clearly said it was willing to give everything. But in the end, he gave everything first. Fang Yuan is the fool. He believed me and said he would always be with him. See me go. He couldn't wait to come with me. Obviously has the face of a bad guy. but he became the kindest person in the world. Ah, Yuan, we have suffered too much in this life. We must be happy in the next life. Yuan hugged me tightly. I can't stop the new blood. He's still so gentle. And just say hello. From then on, we are flesh and blood. Never part.